G.I. Kyle. When I'm not taking shirtless selfies on Instagram and drinking White Claw while having hot sex with my wife Karen and making truck videos, I like to listen to the shows on VRS, Veteran Radio Syndicate, your home for the best quality veteran entertainment.
The recognized symbol of excellence in online entertainment.
Welcome, friends and family, operators, and notorious POGs to another edition of Sports Church, where we gather together to worship at the altar of competition, where grown men and women play with balls, drive around in circles, and beat the shit out of each other. I'm your host, John Kerman, a.k.a. Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Ayoyes, I'm a card-carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly, and I'm an OG of the Veteran Radio Syndicate. Let me take care of a little bit of business before we get on with the show and start the sermon, if you will. Go over our schedule for the Vet Radio Syndicate. Monday, it's Ron Ripley and the Ripolians at 2100 Eastern Standard Time. Ron is a United States Air Force veteran and stand-up comedian. If you want to catch a set and you're in the Southern California area, go to the San Diego Comedy Store, and there you go. Tuesdays, we have the Jester's Court with CJ Thomas at 2000 Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, If You Drink with Heather Clark, a.k.a. Yoga Goddess. And their new time is going to be 2000 Eastern Standard Time. Thursday is a Stone Vet with Juan Garcia, a.k.a. Sergeant G, at 2000 Eastern Standard Time. And immediately following that is Yes, I Am the Veteran podcast with Miss Brandy Pett and Melissa Christine. Friday, the Texas Revolution with Todd Snell and Shannon and the Most American Woman Alive at 2000 Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday, the Bar at 2100 Eastern Standard Time with myself, Brittany, T, and then who knows who's going to jump on. Oh, and radio. Can't forget about radio. And then Sunday, of course, you got Sports Church, and immediately following this, you have the VRS Hero Show. All right, so let's bring on our co-hosts. Bring on Pook. I believe he was in here first. So he's a United States Marine Corps veteran, fellow guest at the 5-star all-inclusive resort known as 43 Area Las Pulgas in Campbell, California. He's our MMA and gambling contributor, and some say he actually bet Caesar he wouldn't cross the Rubicon. Welcome to Sports Church, the Pook Dog. What's going on, brother?
Is that an old joke or something?
It's an old joke, man. You got to open up a book to get that one.
First of all, that's Bishop Brother Pook Dog from the First Sports Church, and nothing but the truth, my man. And I'm coming at you with some real good UFC takes today. I watched those fights last night. It was a great card. I had so much fun watching those fights. It's all people that we have seen in the past get like fight of the night on the free shows every week. You know, the pay-per-view was like I get like you'll recognize these names. I can just start. Tia Tuivasa, the guy that drinks out of the shoe with the beer, right? Freaking Danny Ige fought. Josh Emmett. We've seen both them guys fought.
Yep.
Sugar Sean is a Sugar Show. Sugar Sean was there. Sugar Sean O'Malley fought. You know, Kobe Garbrandt fought. Freaking Jeff Neal fought. Amanda Nunez fought last night. Charles Oliveira, the champ, fought and beat our guy Dustin Poirier. So it was a great night of fights, and I'll love to get into it and unpack that. So
all right, awesome. Next up, he's a United States Marine Corps veteran as well, fellow cheesehead. He's our college football, NHL, and MMA contributor, and some say he is the fourth Hanson brother. Welcome to Sports Church, Pterodactyl.
Fourth Hanson brother. I don't have the hair.
Not anymore. You did at one point, right? Though.
At one point, yeah. And I did have it dyed blonde when I got married.
Oh God, I need to see a picture of that nastiness. Oh God. All right.
Pretty bad. Yeah. Well, I had fun last night doing the bar. That was a great episode.
That was so fun, dude.
That was fun. I'm trying to figure out why Pook's got a painting of a limp dick over there. a ball. You can see a big ball, and then like the
Pook rolls like that, man. He rolls like
dong
that.
rolling
Look at him.
hanging down, slapping it.
Next up is Pops. You might have guessed it. He's my dad. He's our auto racing expert and the wonderful creator of our NFL slides. And some say that he violated child labor laws by turning his own son into a pack mule at racetracks. Welcome to the show, Pops.
Oh, yeah, I really appreciate that. I didn't like climbing all them stairs with that heavy ass.
No, you're dangerous because every time I let you do it, you tried to chop a finger off.
I did that. That was wild. 5 stitches in the finger, believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, like got to be the worst place. I mean, well, maybe not the worst, but it's definitely not a fun place to have stitches. I can think of a couple other places that would suck worse, but let's not go there. Yeah. All right. So how's everybody doing? What's new? What's happening?
I'm still working on the NFL slide, so keep going, guys.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm trying to share the show out and whatnot, but geez.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Unfortunate.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh.
You go ahead, mister. You go ahead, mister.
And unfortunately, Sammy's team lost today to Lake Country. Yeah. Well, Sammy's team's ranked 7th in the state. The team they were playing is ranked 4th in the state. So, good team.
Things happen the way they're supposed to.
Yeah. They played really good against them the first 2 periods. In the third period, things just started to fall apart. Everybody got tired. We got kind of a shorter bench than they do, so just got tired towards the end, and defense started breaking down. It is what it is. She was real depressed about it when we got home.
Well, yeah, you know.
She's got herself locked away in her bedroom and doesn't want to talk.
How old is she now?
She is 12 or no 11.
Right.
Sorry. She plays U12. She plays U12 hockey, but I think she's the only 11-year-old on her team.
CJ, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. And you're going to do a show this week, right? Because you go either or. I think he goes 1 week, he does one, then he takes a week off and he comes back. But make sure you check that out. If you haven't, you should. CJ's a pretty sharp dude. Our politics are probably as divergent as humanly possible, but he is a smart dude, and I think he's on, what was he said the other week, 72 books he's read this year, and he's trying to get to 80. Like, holy crap, bro! Like,
I never get to see his show. I after hockey season's over, I'm sure I'll get to check it out. But Sammy's always at practice when he's on.
She says, "Don't feel bad. She's better at hockey than me." I love it.
Well,
All
she's
right,
better than me too, because I was a wrestler, not a hockey player. I can barely skate.
I was when I was writing it up, I was trying to think. I was like, did you actually play hockey or just your kids play? And I was like, I was gonna make a hockey joke in there, but I was like, I didn't know for sure, so I didn't go there. All right, Pook.
What's up?
You're up, man.
At the bit to get up in this.
I know, I know, man.
Okay, here's the thing. Are you ready to pull up a video? Because that's the first thing I want to get into is this Phil Perry street fight that happened at a bare knuckle boxing event where he got into a fight with Julian Lane. Anybody remember Julian Lane?
Not off the top of my head.
Did you guys ever watch the Tough Show? The Tough Show on ESPN, and it was on Spike before and all that.
Yeah, I think I watched the first one.
Like the strongman competition.
No, the
like bare knuckle.
They're all in the house. They're all in the house together.
Oh, Ultimate Fighter.
Reality show to get on the freaking
Ultimate Fighter. Yeah.
The Ultimate Fighter. That's what they call it. Yeah, the Tough Show. So anyway, the Let Me Bang Bro. Remember that guy? Just let me bang, bro. That guy?
Is that the one I'm pulling up?
Pull it up. Let's go ahead. So everyone knows who Phil Perry got into it with.
Let me bang, bro.
Mm-hmm. Let me bang, bro.
Let me bang, bro.
Is he crying? Are you crying, bro?
Dude, pull it up.
I'm working on it. Give me a second. Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Let me bang, bro.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is too much. Too much. All right, here we go.
Hey, man. I want to do that, man. I do. You let you bang. Hey, let me bang you too, man. Let you bang. Let you bang, bro. Let you bang.
What the fuck?
Well, this guy's
man.
This guy's now pretty beefed up. He's almost looks as big as Connor, and he freaking went to a bare knuckle fighting event, and I actually have video of that. It's the one where Phil Perry looks like he's stoned. Scroll down or up or whatever. It says Julian Lane assaults Platinum Mike Perry at BKFC, and it's the picture of Mike Perry. He looks like he's stoned. He really does. So go ahead. Let's pull that up. Let's actually watch what's ensues, because a picture's worth 1,000 words. We have the video, man. And I'm sure bare knuckle fighting.
That's worth like $1 million.
All right, I'm sure bare knuckle fighting, right? I'm sure bare doesn't mind us using this. I guarantee it, man.
It says this video is private, video unavailable.
Oh shit, is it really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
Son of a
making it up.
bitch.
All right, I got another one though. I got another one that's not as good quality. That's Mike Perry and Julian Lane get an altercation at BKFC. That one you'd have to probably scroll up. It's right above the Let Me Bang Bro. It's actually right above. You scroll up past Let Me Bang Bro. It's the next one, and we could see the fight between Phil Perry and the Let Me Bang Bro, but it's not as good a quality as the one that they're not letting us look at. I don't know why they wouldn't let us look at that, man, honestly, because shit, that's going to promote their sport. Look at what that fight did for Conor and Khabib. That fight where that clown freaking threw the dolly at the bus and everything. Look what that did for that, man. Look what that did for that. It freaking put him on the map. It literally, I mean, Conor was already there, but I mean, that was really made everyone tune in. It made people really.
Yeah, that's a fight.
Pretty quick.
That's not a fight I'm breaking up.
Yeah, that was about the whole fight, honestly, because they both tried to land the trade a little bit, and then they both locked up right away. But he actually threw something at Phil Perry. So that was the first video I wanted to show you, because, like I said, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and what's a video then, right? So he actually threw something, like you could see Phil Perry, and like, dude, man, I could have done with his job high. I guarantee it, because he was just like sitting there next to the bare knuckle fighting announcer and answering questions, right? Because he's doing that stuff now. So he's sitting there, and I love Mike Perry, man. I'm a big Mike Perry fan. I'm like, because the guy's so damn honest, man. That's why I like Mike Perry. What you see is what you get, man. He ain't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, but that's part of his charm, you know? I really like Mike Perry. Mike Perry would be a guy that I'd want to have beer with, honestly. You know, I mean, you won't want to say the wrong thing to the guy, because you might end up smashing the beer over your head. But he'd be a fun guy to hang around with. I'm just saying, he's an honest fella. It seems like, from the outside looking in, maybe too honest. And I guess this guy took it upon himself, unless this is a complete setup, and I'm taking the bait. You know, this might be WWE right here. You know, this might be, they might have went out and got a beer after all this. Who knows? Who knows what really goes on behind closed doors? I don't think Mike Perry's like that, though. That's why I'm saying that. But, you know, show business is show business, and it is a business, right? So this might all be staged, and I might be taking the hook. But that being said, this fool took it upon himself to freaking, he threw something at him. I don't know if it was a cup, like a cup. It wasn't a cup or something like a smashed up water bottle or something, but something hit Phil Perry upside the head. And then when Phil Perry turned around, you can't hear the audio, but he obviously had something smart to say to Phil Perry, because Phil Perry went from being high and nervous, like you can tell, like when a guy's high, and like the guy was high. Perry was high, and he was like, and he was like, "Oh my God, everybody knows I'm high." You could see the anxiety on his face. So like he went from that to, "Oh hell no, MF," or boom, you know, into a rabid dog. So it was quite something. That's why I wanted to see that. But I guarantee you, these guys are going to fight in bare knuckle boxing now. Nice. I guarantee it.
Nice.
I guarantee it, man. I think I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. They don't have nothing scheduled yet, but come on. You think that ain't gonna end? I mean, this guy, Let Me Bang Bro guy, this Lane character, he's beefed up a lot since that show, and he's fought, and it's just like his stick, man. He's just a freaking jerk too, man. Like he slapped a guy in a freaking weigh-in. You know,
Wow.
he wasn't good enough to make the UFC, the cut, from the house, and he's fought in other organizations, obviously, and now he's a monster. He's pretty.
Before he slapped the guy, did he at least say, "What did the 5 fingers say to the face?"
I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea what was said because I don't think you could hear much audio on that one. They were like doing a face-off. Maybe I should have shared that one up, put on the page so we could see that because that was interesting. I really didn't want to make this the Cody Lang show or whatever that guy's first name is. I really didn't. That's about what's but we kind of are. But obviously, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be a bare knuckle event between those two in the future, and I'm definitely going to tune in because, I love shit shows, obviously.
Well, you must have loved fucking Polgus, man.
Dude, Polgus was a fun time. I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. I had so much fun there. I had so much everything. Everybody took everything so serious, man. It was a joke, man. Some of the shit was just like roll your eyes at this nonsense. The only thing where they got me was on the Walllocker JOB shit, bro. Oh my God, that was punishment because they'd freaking take your hard-earned money, man.
Yeah.
You have one of those a month. It's like freaking taking one of my paychecks away from me a month.
Pretty much.
If you want to be serious. If you're serious, if you're taking this serious, it's like taking one of my paychecks away.
Yep.
Is that right?
Son of a bitch.
We just had one of these last month. Is that really right? I mean, I don't want to be getting on a soapbox or anything.
No, I hear you, man. What else we got? I mean, we had a lot of upsets last night.
Let's talk before we unpack the juicy juice. Let's talk a little Connor talk, man.
Okay.
Your boy. Let's talk about your boy.
Yeah.
190 pounds, walking around like a freaking beast. Pull up those pictures. I got some pictures of that. And
if you show those pictures, I swear they're photoshopped. I really
do. That is him. That is him. I'm telling you, Pops, we know what he's doing. We know what he's doing, but why is he doing it?
Well, that's what I'm
okay, we know what he's doing. We see him chasing around like a maniac. Putting that
I swear he put on 80 pounds.
Well,
listen, muscle.
listen, Pops. You listen. The last two people he punched that old man for telling him his whiskey was shite. Remember that? Yeah. But that was when he was still a little bit thinner. Now that he's the thick boy he is, he punched that one guy, the DJ, the Italian DJ. I have no idea what his name is, but the guy with the hot wife, and he punched some other guy with the hot wife. I mean, this guy's off the rails. And the way he was pacing around like a freaking maniac, the guy's a weirdo, man. The guy's on top weirdo status. But what at that same time, what is he trying to prove? I mean, what is he trying to do is what I meant to say.
I don't know.
Didn't mean to say prove. What is he trying to do? What is he doing?
You want to fight heavyweight now?
Come on, man. He ain't going to be able to fight heavyweight. But he is going to cut weight down to 170. I guarantee it. And he's probably going after that 170 strap. Now, if I was the UFC, right? If I'm the UFC, and I'm not the UFC, but if I was the UFC, I'd recognize this and I'd set him up with winnable fights that would put him in a spot where he'd have to fight Usman. Because there's some guys that I just, in my heart and my mind, until I see Connor prove me wrong, and Connor has proven me wrong in the past, but it's been freaking a very number of years since he's done that. But if I could see this guy fight Diaz first, maybe, right? Because he fought Diaz before and beat him. Now, I know Diaz choked him out the first fight, and I know that was a close fight the second fight, but he legit won it. He got, right? So if you have him fight Diaz, right, and then that sets up the fight with Masvidal at 170, right? And then that's a winnable fight because their styles match up pretty good. Now, and he avoids all these line mines, like your boy Hazmat, whatever his last name is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it avoids him, right? And that avoids the MAGA guy. What's his name?
Colby Covington.
Colby Covington. Yeah, you don't want in my mind, Conor ain't gonna be able to whoop those.
No, I think Colby's good. I think Colby would whoop him.
Colby would whoop him.
Oh, I smell bet coming.
Whoop him. Man, that's the wrong way for the UFC to go if they want him to actually fight for the strap.
Yeah.
Send him past Colby first. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do with this. But obviously, this guy don't plan on cutting weight from 190 down to 155, man. I mean, that's just stupid. He's got to be going for 170.
I wonder who this Facebook user is. Who's the Facebook user?
Yeah, I don't know who Facebook user is, but he's got some good points. He's got some good points.
He knows fighting.
What do you say?
This is Diaz is 155. How the hell is Conor making it back to 155 from 190?
No. Diaz is done with 155, my man. Diaz is done with lightweight. He said that he's done with lightweight. He wants to fight his last fight at 170. He was Dana White.
There's no way he's going to be 170 though. I swear he's 190 up.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. No, he's claims to be 190, but maybe he is bigger. But he is a short little guy in the first place, man. You know.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
But even
he must be like
at 190, I mean,
because my God, the body he's got on him now is a monster.
Yeah. Even if he is at 190, I mean, I don't see 20 pounds on him to cut. I mean, I know
I don't either.
I know from experience from cutting weight when I used to wrestle. I mean, you got to have something to start with,
right?
Because he doesn't look like he's got a ton of body fat on him, unless he's
got no body fat.
Yeah,
unless he plans on cutting muscle, he's because
he plans on getting dehydrated and making 170, man. That's what he plans on doing, bro.
Yeah, there's only so much dehydration can do, though.
Oh, he can get down to 170 from that frame right now. If he's really at 190, that's only 15 pounds, dude.
Richie says, and by the way, what's up, Richie? Thanks for tuning in, man. He said he should go to WWE. His drama would fit right in. Brittany, my newest co-host on sports or on the bar, excuse me. She says, I wish I could lose weight that fast, but I love Oreos and hate running.
Well, these guys,
Oreos are pretty fucking delicious.
To make weight, you know what they do to make weight. They literally dehydrate themselves completely and starve themselves for a few days. Like, that's you can.
Well, I know. When I used to wrestle,
20 pounds. Ugh.
Yeah.
When I used to wrestle, it fucking sucked. Like I go to like Christmas dinner and stuff with my family, and we had the Oshkosh on the Water tournament coming up right after the holiday. So everybody's eating their fucking feast. And I'm sitting there with fucking rice cakes and water.
Oh, fuck that shit. No,
So, okay,
that's why I never wrestled, man, because I didn't want to. No.
I got some white cheddar fucking rice cakes.
We get done working out when we were getting ready to join the Marine Corps or leave for boot camp, and we already joined. And I mean, we'd work out, and then we'd go to Boston Market, and I'd eat a fucking chicken. A whole chicken, the whole fucking thing, and mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese, and the whole thing. Like
if there would have been if the Golden Corral in Oshkosh would have been there when I was in high school, there's no way I could have made weight as much.
I love it. Oh, all right, Pook. So Connor's beefcake.
And he wants to go. I guarantee you, that's what he wants. He wants the 170 title. Okay. And I was listening to Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen does a podcast, and he does a damn good one. He's really good. He's real good at it. He thinks that he's try to cut the weight down to 155. That don't make no damn sense, man.
No.
That's not going to happen. He thinks that this guy's got like flawed thinking because Chael said himself when every year he get done wrestling. And it'd be the off season, and then he'd be on protein shakes and all kinds of stuff to try to beef up, and he would. And then once it became wrestling season, now he's freaking killing himself to cut weight, and it works against you, even though you think putting on more muscle might work for you. But I think Chael's missing the point. This guy's putting on weight to fight at 170, and he's going to need that. He'll be able to cut weight fast. He'll get down to 170.
Okay.
And Diaz makes perfect sense, and let me tell you why. Because they were trying to set the fight up between Diaz and Hazmat, and Diaz is done fighting lightweight because he said that he has nothing left to prove. That's what he said, and so he's fighting at 170, and he was supposed to fight Hazmat, and he because Dana wanted to pair him up, and he said no. Nate said no. Nate said that guy doesn't have enough experience. Do you think it's because that guy doesn't have enough experience?
No.
No.
Because he knows he's going to lose.
He's going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. That guy's a psycho. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
that's
Russians,
crazy.
man. They're
that's
different kind of white
crazy that
people.
you got a guy that's scaring other fighters like that, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. And he's going to keep doing it until somebody puts him on his ass. But what I've seen so far, I don't think too many people have a chance to do that. So what else we got, man?
Well, we can just get right. I had enough of Connor. Unless you want to talk more.
No, we got to get going because we still got to do.
Yeah, no. Let's unpack the event that we saw. You know.
Okay.
Tui Ivasa. You want to show him drinking out of the shoe?
Yeah.
We got time for that. Yeah, I don't think I even got the knockout. I think I might just have him drinking out of the shoe. Maybe I got the knockout. I think I had some.
Kobe got knocked out by Kai. Yeah. All right. I have that. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, my computer's being slow again. Why is it being slow? All right, here we go. Getting ready to pull it up. Yep. Video is private. What are you doing to me, Pook?
All right, never mind. We don't have to watch that. That's fine. That's fine. But we could talk about it. The big guy came out. You know, the big guy that drinks out of the shoe with the tattoos. He has
Semper Fi, Bradley. Thanks for tuning in,
Tui Ivasa. He's got the tattoos of the tribal stuff because he actually is, you know, some kind of native of some sort from like South Pacific or whatever.
Yeah, I think he's Samoan.
Bingo, one of them.
Tampa and Bills in overtime. Holy shit! Okay.
At the end of the fight, after he knocked out his opponent last night, Stugo Saki, he freaking climbed the top of the cage. Somebody threw him a used shoe, right? That's his stick. You've seen him do it before. Somebody else throws him a can of beer. He opens up the beer and empties it out and drank. He probably drank 3 shoes on the way out the door too. So that guy's an interesting character,
so
man.
fucking nasty though.
Dude,
I've done it.
His knockouts are even more nasty.
Yeah, I think I've done it before too. But yeah, you get all that fucking sock sweat and shit. That's
just because I have to say it because otherwise it's just gonna keep spinning in my head. But I was at an event in Chicago, veterans event, and I drank out of a dude's prosthetic leg, and then got yelled at. Got yelled at by a civilian. What are you doing? That's disrespectful. I'm like, he gave it to me. He told me to drink out of it. Like, what are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
I think I'd rather drink out of the prosthetic leg than a shoe, though.
God, I'd have to be really drunk. God, would I ever?
I was really drunk. Come on, it was a veterans event. Like, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Tampa Bay. All right. So yeah, go ahead, Pook. I don't know.
So Tui Ivasa, upcoming star in the UFC. He's got to watch. Not too many heavyweights, have this kind of personality and are this marketable, man. Dana White's got to be, and he knocks people out, man. He knocks people out. If we pull up his record, I'd say last 3 fights I saw him and he knocked somebody out. Man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to pull his record up right now because it would take time, but somebody to watch. That very interesting, fun fighter, fun night of fights last night. You could get a chance, you grab the pay-per-view somehow and see it. It'd be fun. Dominic Cruz, he won. He beat Pedro Munoz in a unanimous decision.
It's amazing he's still fighting.
Yeah.
He's another one of those guys that it's like. He's another one of those guys, man.
Yeah, he won. I mean, I don't have nothing to say about the decision. I mean, that's not something that. I mean, they traded a lot of punches. They both ate some leather, and Dominic freaking dealt out most of the punishment that fight. Josh Emmett, Danny Age, same thing, man. No 50K this time, bro. It did not happen. Josh Emmett clearly won that fight. Well, I don't know about clearly. It was a close fight. It was a close fight. But it's like 3 10-9 rounds, man. I don't know. Maybe you could score differently. I don't know. You might want to give Age you might want to give him the second round. I don't know, but whatever. Sugar Sean show. We had
the Sugar show.
Yeah, man, that was
nothing but net.
Oh man, that was a pretty good one, man. And he said, and I believe him, that he almost didn't make this fight, that he was that injured, that he almost didn't make this fight, and that he couldn't train the way he wanted to for the fight. He said that at the post-fight interview, and he knocked out Pavia. That was a cute little knockout. I wish I had that to show you guys. Jeff Neal fought, and he's first time back, a split decision. Kind of a lackluster. That gets into the Juliana Pena, Amanda Nunes. Now, I have opinions about this fight.
That was a shock.
I have a
shock
lot
of
of
the year,
opinions.
man.
That was the shock of the year, man.
Did you just give up or what?
No, man, it wasn't that she pops. It wasn't that she gave up. She wasn't conditioned. That's what I believe.
But she got into a knockdown drag out that round.
You're right. You're right. But she wasn't able to move like she normally is. If you saw, and then like you said, she gave it up. She gave up, man. She let herself get choked out, man. She was gassed.
Yeah, like I was saying on the pre-show, it was like those counter punches that Pena was landing. It's like you don't see it. Nunez get counter punched like that ever.
She was gassed.
So I pulled up that video of Nunez, and guess what?
Private
video unavailable.
That's
I'd be willing to bet
you know why that's not. You know why that should be nonsense? Because that was like crowd footage, man.
Yeah,
somebody was in the crowd videotaping that one. That one. I was like, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm not trying to get the head HMFIC in trouble. I'm not trying to get you guys a Facebook ban. You know?
Oh wow.
But anyway, we all know what happened. Obviously, people saw the highlights that didn't even watch the fights because we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? I think Amanda Nunes came in there for whatever reason, not in condition. And there was a rumor that she wasn't even in camp. For the first 4 weeks of camp.
She did not look, and the interviews after the fight, she did not look like she was pissed off. It just looked like she had given up.
That's
weird. You think, Pops?
I mean,
think
she's
Amanda
a machine, right?
Back?
You know. I don't understand how you could do that. You're the champ. You're it. You're you know.
There ain't no gas in the tank. That's why.
Why?
Was she getting complacent when how
dominant? I guess that's the other thing. She figures she's so good she doesn't have to worry about it.
I can just go in and not do a full camp, and
so she just phoned it in, huh?
Dominate.
She came from the Colin McGregor school of I'm ready.
Oh, Pops! Oh, Pops is coming for you, Minnie.
Because to tell you, we were all over Nunez. There was no ifs, ands,
nah, man. I was sitting there with people, right? People that don't know fighting, like people that are making fun of this, like my relatives saying, "Oh, this is like gay soft porn and blah blah blah." You know, just like comments like that, and I'm like explaining to them, and they're like, "Oh, that lady's favored by 650 plus 650, 6-1. Oh my God!" You're like I'd like to bet the other girl, and I go, "You don't want to bet the other girl. You don't want to do that." I go, "This is legit. She's legit. It should be more. It should be more." And it probably should have been more, and there probably was information, and that's probably why it was so low. 6-1 don't even sound right for that fight to me. I don't know. I mean, I think I hold Amanda Nunes in such high esteem, especially.
Oh shit! So whoever Facebook user is said that someone put 318,000 on Nunez last night.
Whoa!
Wow! Oops!
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah.
Oh, now if you put 318,000 on Pena instead, you'd be like, buying your mansion right now.
Yeah.
Like, it'd probably be investigated too. Like, Jesus. I mean, to put that much. I mean, is that enough to move a spread?
Yeah, hell yeah, of course. The more you tell, you freaking destroy it.
Well, I mean, if there's 10 million on the fight, 318,000 isn't shit, right?
Yeah, man, I don't know if the handle's that big, but I don't know. You probably, if you're gonna lay that kind of money down on an underdog, man, it would be very, very smart to spread that money around.
Yeah.
Not to bet it all at one casino.
Yeah.
Not that you don't want to move the line. You don't want to
Yeah.
move the line. You don't even want them to know who you are. That'd
Right.
be the idea. If you
Yeah.
could get down as much as you could everywhere and not move the line, that'd be great. That'd be the smart play. That'd be what a smart player would do. So I guess that brings us, you guys done talking about Amanda Nunes?
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, our guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And that was a big surprise to me.
It was a surprise to me too, Pops. It really was.
He Poirier clearly won the first round. And I looked at the scorecards, and I believe it or not, everyone gave him the first round.
Yeah.
Second round, he got whooped. And according to the corner, that was their game plan, not to try and fight his way out because it would put him in a position to get choked out or whatever. But then the third round was like, well, what the hell were you waiting for? Because you sure as shit didn't come out with anything. It was just like a whole different fight.
From the first round to the second round, and then the third round was just the continuation of the first round, except or the continuation of the second round, except this time instead of being on the ground, Charles Oliveira climbed up his back and submitted him.
That was like, what are we doing?
That's okay. I didn't want to say we had footage of this because what happened last time I said we had footage of something. But yeah, here it is.
They haven't got time to make that private yet because I watched all your videos this afternoon and they were all there, but they're not there now, except for this one.
There he goes. Now, why doesn't he just flip back?
Oh, now you're laying on your back on the ground. But you have to really. I get what you're saying. You'd have to slam.
Yeah.
Right now, he can legally slam that dude on his head.
Yeah.
He's in a submission, right? You can legally, when you're in a sub, you can legally. This is according to Don McCarthy. You can't spike it down. You can't spike an opponent on their head unless you are in a submission. So right now, he could spike him on his head. Right now, he could freaking run across the cage and slam him on his head. So you're right. Why doesn't he? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, Dustin,
dude, I'll tell you what. If someone climbed my back like that, and it's like it's easier said than done, Pook.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Well,
obviously,
I don't know. I mean, he was way up there on his back.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, all right, you're fighting off that choke, right? So you're fighting off a submission, so you're allowed to do this. Now you spike, you murder yourself to murder him. You run as fast as you can to the other side of the cage and spike your own freaking head into the freaking canvas.
Well, with him being that high up, why couldn't he just
land him
squatted down and flip himself backwards?
That's what I'm saying.
If you flip yourself backwards, you're going to be laying with his arm still around your freaking neck.
That's okay. He's unconscious.
You gotta make sure you freaking.
I'm thinking with I squat down and throw myself into my back.
You got
he's unconscious.
So you're gonna try, man. You might end up in a worse position than what you're in already.
Well,
maybe.
no, there's no position in having to submit because you got a chokehold on you.
Yeah,
well, I hear you, man. I mean, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback something like that.
Oh yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But you know, I couldn't believe that he let him do what he did. That's what I was saying.
I don't feel nearly as bad as when Dan Henderson freaking let Anderson Silva choke him out. Yeah. I don't feel nearly as bad. That hurt my feelings. This really didn't hurt my feelings as much. This didn't hurt my feelings nearly as much. And without further ado, if you want, I can wrap this up right now. We can move on to the next segment.
Well, don't wrap it up because I'm still not done with my stuff for the.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know, Pops.
I'm sure we can talk about something else too.
I didn't know.
All right, what else you got, Pook?
Hey, that's it, man. That's all. We got Derek Lewis coming up in a fight night next week. They're finally making that long overdue Francis Ngannou Cyril Gain fight. That's coming up in January. So that's about it, man. That's about it. Oh, unless you want to talk a little Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul talk.
I did hear about that.
You want to talk about that, we can, but I don't know. We might want to move on. Might want to save it for the end of the show if we got time. I don't know.
No, go for it, man.
Brady, man.
Okay, well, Tommy Fury backed out for whatever reason.
Nobody knows why.
No, the limelight may be a little too bright for him. Whatever reason, Tommy Fury backed out. So Tyron Woodley was asked to save the show, and he did. So he literally saved the pay-per-view show. He's going to be stepping in for Tommy Fury. And this time, because of the rumors of the no knockout clause in the last contract, in this contract, they're putting in a $500,000 bonus for Tyron to knock out Jake Paul.
Wow.
Well, if you got to get serious, you got to get serious.
All right, so we're gonna see him headhunting for sure. So this ought to be a good fight no matter what.
All right.
That wraps up my combat sports, man. Very
All right.
long-winded.
So for those who care, Tampa Bay, Tom Brady just threw a 65-yard touchdown pass to the wrong fucking dude. Who the fuck is this guy? I never even fucking heard of him. You couldn't throw it a good one, huh? You could fucking Antichrist.
You don't do that often, man.
I'm playing T for sole possession of first place, and I almost
your first place.
Huh? Yeah, you're says a guy at the bottom of the cellar. Yeah.
Your first place. It's overrated.
You're gonna win, man. I'm so far behind you right now.
I don't know.
We'll see. Like that.
At least last I looked, I was like, you were like predicted to beat me like 151 to 110 or something like that.
Yeah, I just shit to bed. Like the margin has closed significantly. Let's just put it that way. You're still ahead of me right now.
I am. Holy shit! I know. I and then my other league, like I'm playing for the last playoff spot, and then Lamar Jackson had a 1.18 score for me. So it's like, and I'm playing like the worst team in the league, and I'm gonna lose. I'm like, oh, I got my playoff spot locked up because I'm gonna win this week, and then my Lamar Jackson comes out and gets 17 yards total for the fucking game. It's like, really, dude?
Is what it is.
I don't know. I didn't watch the game. Did he get injured early in the game or something? Because it just said 17 yards for his stats.
I guess. What? Possibly, yeah.
He must have got injured on like the first drive of the game.
Oh, man. All right. So I'll do the MLB segment real quick. There is not much to talk about. Why? Well, if you've been paying attention, there's a lockout. Why is there a lockout? Well, simple. MLB PA and MLB owners are in. Basically, a lot of it has to do with salaries, and over the last few years, there's been a lot of messing around with players' service time. So basically, what you do is you take a huge prospect. For instance, Chris Bryant. The Cubs did this to Chris Bryant. They held him in the minors past, I can't remember what date it is, but it's sometime in like June, where if they start him after that whole year doesn't count against his time in service for the Cubs. So they get to keep him another year on that contract. Why is that important? Well, because MLB owners have figured that taking average veteran players and paying them big free agent salaries isn't worth it. So what do? Is they just bring in younger talent, cheaper stuff. It's kind of like what big tech does with overseas talent, overseas workers. They'll bring them in and pay them a hell of a lot less than their American counterparts. So the same thing, MLB owners are doing the same thing. They're just not paying these mid-market kind of mid-level free agent guys their money, and just bringing in prospects and manipulating their service time. So MLB PA, which is a Major League Baseball Players Association, that's the union, they say, no, you can't do that. We've got to do this. And MLB says, okay, well, hold on. We'll raise the minimum payroll for every team. You have to meet a minimum payroll, which would affect teams like Kansas City, Detroit, everything like that. And MLB PA says that's not enough. So basically, we're in a nasty lockout, and right now they're really not talking. So let's get a little scary because look, you've only got, January, February, you've only got not even 3 months until pitchers and catchers report, basically. And if they don't get this knocked out here soon, it's going to be a problem. And when there's a lockout, you can't do trades and you can't do any free agent signings. And like I said the other week, I was completely wrong about this. I think because I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see another lockout. I didn't want to see another work stoppage, which is what we have right now. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't look good right now because both sides are slinging mud like it's going out of style, and that's never good. That's never good. When in the press the vitriol is so just palpable that it doesn't look like anything's going to get done. However, wait till after the holidays are over. A lot of distractions going on with that, and then we'll see what happens. And then hopefully the press will pick up a little bit more, and people start paying attention. Something's got to get done. No, do I want the union to get fucked over just to have baseball? No. Do I want the owners to get screwed over just to have baseball? No. But somebody needs to put these people in a room and lock them in and like, look, all right, you're not getting out until you get it done. And there's men behind the door with guns, and you're not getting out. So figure it out. And we'll put a porta potty in there in the room for you just in case. We'll throw some Domino's pizza through the window. You'll be okay. But you got to figure this out because we do not need another work stoppage. It's been 24 years, I think. 94. No, 27 years. Hasn't it? It's been 27 years.
From the first one.
Oh, I stopped watching baseball because of it. And then Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire had their thing, and so I got back into it. But and I had a lot of dental appointments that year in the Marine Corps, dental, psych, everything I could think of, so I could run up to the bar that I worked at and watch the home run show, as it was a home run contest. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. And until something changes, I'll try and keep up with as much as I can. But right now, it's just they are not happy with each other, and that's scary because we've had a couple of CBAs before this. We had several actually, and it was a little touchy. But they're like, all right, we'll probably get it done.
What
is up?
Just to give it optic or something to talk about. When does the fair trade or not fair trade? What is it called? Antitrust.
Oh yeah. Oh,
get involved when the government says, "All right, you guys screwed it up enough. It's time we implement the rules that govern the rest of the world."
Right. Yeah. I mean, that could be into it too. I mean,
arbitration.
If
it's not arbitration.
No. It's like the NFL, like MLB. They have an antitrust exemption, which means they are allowed to be the sole proprietor, sole operator of this game. Like there's independent leagues, but come on, really? So if you want the strike if you want the lockout to end, the only way I see it is that you can influence it as a fan is to call up your congressman, call up your senator, email them, and get the politicians involved. I know that's usually ends a disaster, but as of right now, that's the only way I see anything changing because they are literally very pissed off. The union is, I think, in my head, has gone a little crazy and asking for asking what they're asking. Because I think what they're going to do is they're going to make it much harder for small market teams to be competitive. And there's no salary cap in baseball. No, there's a luxury tax, which is kind of a salary cap. But teams like Boston, New York, Chicago, LA,
on that the excessive pay or the.
I think they put it in a pool and then distribute it to like the smaller market teams.
The rest of the teams.
Yeah. So it's not a salary cap, but it kind of is. If you got the money, you're going to pay it, like New York, Chicago, Boston, LA, teams like that just are just flowing in cash. Other than that, there's not much. I just I hope something comes about and they settle this. My feeling is it's going to come down to the wire, and I think they might get it done like a day or two before.
Else, John, They got to get it settled so we can have our Field of Dreams visit.
Yes. They fucked that up. That's it. I'm blowing shit up. I swear to God, I'm gonna go insane if I don't get to go to my Field of Dreams experience.
You can't start blowing stuff up.
Why? I'm already on watch list. They're just waiting for it to happen anyway.
You start blowing stuff up, you're gonna make it just that much harder on the rest of us, man. They're gonna call you a white supremacist and everything else. You're gonna say white supremacist militia member.
Yeah, there you go.
Militia, and you have nothing to do with you're angry at baseball. Watch.
Yeah. But hopefully, I think it'll come down to the wire. Who knows? To speculate at this point is kind of ridiculous.
I think it's gonna come to like midway through spring training, and then they'll figure something out then.
The thing is right now they can sling as much mud as they want at each other. As you get closer to when pitchers and catchers report, then the pressure starts to amp up, and everybody realizes that stoppage or interruption of the season after COVID is going to be horrible to baseball. Horrible. And a lot of people like me will walk away again.
No one's best interest.
Yeah, you got to get it done. Look, just get it done. Like I said, go into conclave, lock the son of bitches in a room, get it done. You have no choice.
They've done that with labor disputes in the past.
They've
done that with labor disputes in the past.
And they need to do it with this one because we need baseball. It's America's pastime, right? Baby. Yeah. So, all right. That's all I got to say on it. Unless you guys have any other comments, we will move on. T, do you got any NHL news or anything like that for us?
I got a little.
We had the Army Navy game yesterday. So
yeah, I got.
Yeah, you have to talk about that.
I guess we
that
can
would be
start.
wild.
We can start with Army Navy, I guess. So, that was it's the only game that was going on in college football, unless you count Division II, because the Division II playoffs
FCS,
are going on right now. But Army took an early lead. They were up 13-7, and then Navy managed to rush one in from, what was it, like 1-2 yards out. Took the 14-13 lead late into the game, and then they tacked on a field goal and ended up getting the 17-13 win. So they beat the Army was favored in the game, so obviously a point spread. Regardless, Navy won outright, and but then the over/under was set at like 34.5, and they still managed to get the under. So, and that's been a thing for bookies for the last few years now. They're on, I think it's like a 16-year streak is the stat that I've heard of hitting the under on the Army Navy game.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's so bad because like 70% of bettors go with the under now on that game. So bookies ain't making any money off of this game. So,
well, they're making some.
Yeah, but they're not getting their, they want people to bet 50-50 so they can just take their 10% off of the losing side. And it's not working out that way for them with this game in particular. So actually, I got to look up who gets the Commander-in-Chief trophy, because if Army would have won, they would have had the trophy outright. But I don't know how they determined.
I think it's split, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be.
I don't think anybody had sole possession of it this year. Because of just the way the services play. I think I read something about that where it's split, but it was a good game. I watched it with my son and my wife, and she was just like, I haven't seen you get excited about a football game ever. I'm like, it's Army Navy. Like, I mean, come on. Like, maybe she hasn't watched it with me before, but it's the only time Marines ever identify with the Navy. But
air taxi.
Yeah, we're the men's department, but hey, we got to root for them because there's Marines on the field. Of course, that's where every naval, Navy, and Marine Corps officer goes, is Annapolis. So, yeah, what do you say? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just a tie all around because Army beat Air Force, Air Force beat Navy, Navy beat Army.
So yeah, it's a split. Oops. Oh well.
So yeah.
And Navy's credit, they were 3-8 before the game started, but Navy actually plays people.
Yeah,
where
Navy.
Army
Yeah,
doesn't.
I mean, look at how close their game was with Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's
Yeah.
in the
National
college football
championship
playoff.
game. Yeah, yeah.
So
They won't be in the national championship game. I said that last week. They're going to get murdered by Alabama, but
oh yeah,
murdered, destroyed. It's going to be fucking horrible. Like just plan on watch if you're from Cincinnati or the surrounding area, or you live there and you're a big UC fan.
you can watch like the first half,
Quarter,
and then,
first quarter, maybe first half.
Give up on it.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking embarrassing, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, when you go into halftime and you're down 35-0, it's okay to turn.
Yeah.
It's okay to turn the TV off at that point.
And you don't have Frank Wright on your sideline to lead the comeback, right? You know who that is, right? Frank Wright, remember? Buffalo, Houston, one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Like, were they down by 35 at one point? So yeah, what do you got? Anything else in college football news as far as like?
That was the only game that was going on.
Yeah.
We went over the bowl schedule last week. Hockey got a little bit of news. Marc-Andre Fleury earned his 500th career win, and he did it with a shutout in his in Quebec province where he's from. They beat the Montreal Canadiens 2-0 to get his 500th career win. And I mean, the Blackhawks need some positive news after all the sexual assault allegations we went over a couple weeks ago. So I don't got anything on the Red Wings this week, really.
Damn it.
We had a couple of coaching changes during the week. So the Vancouver Canucks brought in former Blues and Wild and Capitals and just about every team that's been in the playoffs and gotten taken out in like the first couple rounds. Bruce Boudreau is going to coach the Canucks now. So, yeah, they'll probably have a great regular season now with him as the coach, and then they'll get to the playoffs and disappoint because that's what Bruce Boudreau does as a coach. And then also another former Wild coach, Mike Yeo, got hired by the Philadelphia Flyers, who just are having a terrible season right now and is a bad omen to the team. They had some kind of police day in Philadelphia at the rink. And I think I might have sent the video earlier in the week, but it's probably buried somewhere, so you don't got to look it up. But basically what happened was a Philadelphia police dog took a dump all over
I remember that.
All over the logo. Over the logo.
That's a beast.
God was there.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got the video?
I found it. Hold on. Yeah, just give me a minute. I mean, I don't. Well, here. I don't have the video per se. I just have like the.
It's just the picture, isn't it?
Just the picture, but.
Yeah.
Like, give me a second, and it says "Police Canine Craps all Philadelphia Flyers." Where's CJ? How did we not tag him in that? You need to put a post up there and tag CJ in it because that's hilarious. Because he's a Flyer fan, he's a Philly guy, which explains a lot about CJ.
I didn't even think of that. Son of a bitch.
Yep, there he is taking a big old dookie. Right? That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you go a little further down in the article if there's actual video of it. I did see the video. I should have sent the video when I found it, but I am not smart.
Oh, hold on. There it is.
If he couldn't have taken a dump anywhere else on the rig, it's got to be right on.
Right on the. There he goes. Oh, I gotta go.
The only way it could have been worse is if you would have if you would have got it in the center of the orange instead of on the outline.
Oh God!
If it was a bullseye.
Give me your
Bubba. Yeah, that I found that to be quite hilarious when I saw that earlier this week. And then other hockey news that we got.
You got two of them coming at you now.
Yeah.
There's
Come here,
Carl
Bubba.
and James is there around there. I saw a little burrhead behind you. There he is. Hey, James. How you doing, big guy?
Bingo. Cool.
One more time.
Cool.
One more time. Boom.
Good night, Double Ball.
So,
All right.
and then the last hockey news I got, other than like scores for games that are going on right now, is the Stars general manager now is saying that Ben Bishop's playing career is over. He's been a 3-time finalist for the Vienza Trophy, which is given to the best player, the best goalie in the NHL. But he's been on long-term injured reserve, and his rehab assignments in Texas and with the Texas Stars organization has not been going very well. His first start coming back, he gave up 8 goals on 35 shots, and his second start coming back, he gave up 4 goals on 15 shots. So he's just not making the saves he used to make down in the AHL and minors. And the Texas Stars organization, now their general manager, is saying his playing career is more than likely over. And I almost missed one other big story for the NHL. So the NHLPA is considering pulling players out of the Olympics, NHL players out of the Olympics for the second straight Olympics now. This time, though, it's over COVID concerns. I kind of thought if they were going to hold players back, it would have been something against, the Chinese government.
That I'd be fine with, but don't say it's because of COVID. Because how many fucking pro fucking athletes have gotten COVID, and even how many have been hospitalized? How many? Can anybody tell me? No. How many? None. Maybe not none, but maybe let's say a few. These are men in the prime of their lives, healthy as shit, and they just brush this shit off. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was done within a couple of days. Like, fucking
The thing about the NHL, too, though, is they're based out of Toronto. So, Canada's they're even more COVID crazy than we are.
The Soviet Socialist Republic of Canada. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost as bad as Australia. Volunteer COVID camps. Unbelievable. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but fuck that freaking ACDC prime minister of theirs. Jesus Christ, what a piece of shit. Anyways, all right. So
Prime Minister McMurray.
Take it from both ends.
Prime Minister McMurray up there.
Yeah, exactly. He's a freak, man. Oh, hey, what's up, Radio?
Our good co-host of the bar. We had a fun time last night too. After the bar went off, Shannon Book was doing like a live Instagram concert, and after he got done, then we all got on Instagram and had a bit of a live too going on. So that was fun last night.
Oh God, you guys are crazy. I was so cronked, I just went straight to bed.
Yeah, I like the end of the last live that we did. It was like just me laying on the couch, and my eyes are like all closed, and like Blanca's laying next to me. Oh yeah, I have no music.
Me either, man. Me either. No worries.
It's just a dog licking my face, and I'm like, I gotta go. My phone's at 10%. I gotta go to bed.
Fucking Marines, man. What are you gonna do? Alrighty then. All right, Pops. What do we got for
I think we do NFL. I think that one is ready for you.
Is it ready?
Sweet.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm trying to pull up the Green Bay game.
It should be 12-12. I think that's today's date. I'm not real sure. It's been. It is
today's date. It's 4 days to our birthday.
I know, isn't that wild?
People are like, our birthday? Yes. I was my dad's 28th birthday present. Right, hold on here. Let me see if I pull it up. Slides. There we go. 12-12 NFL. There it is. Woo! Computer being slow again. Outstanding. All right. I'll get it here in a second. Uno momento, por favor. see. Slides, share, boom. Yeah, why is being really slow today? Okay, start. Oh, we got to go over our bets from last week, don't we?
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
So
I'm not even on the scene. I'm still working on F1.
So we had start slideshow. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So we had Denver and KC. Oh, the over-under was 47.5. KC was favored by 9.5. So they covered that, but they made the under. So who do we have? So I picked KC, and I picked the under. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Way to go! You did something right.
Yeah, Potts took the Broncos and the under, so he got part of it right. And T had KC in the under, so good job. Next one was New England and Buffalo. I took Buffalo. Whoops. Yeah. How many plays did the Patriots
Lost by half a point.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I know, right? I mean, me and T both had it. We both got the under, so that's good. Pops took New England, but he took the over, so he didn't get that, obviously. But how many passing plays did the Patriots run? Like 5?
3.
Was it 3?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Total
Wow.
passing plays for Mac Jones.
Wow, dude. Do you think he called coach like, hey, Saban, coach Saban, yeah. Can you talk to this dude for me or something? Like, I got 3 passes the whole game. Like,
well,
Jesus.
the 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, I know, but still, Jesus Christ, you had the win with you at sometimes. In 2 quarters, you had the win with you, right? Like, throw the damn ball. I mean, Jesus Christ, why did you even start your starting quarterback then? Why? What if he freaking tripped on a freaking, I don't know, a fucking stick or a rock or some shit and blew his knee out? Like, if you're just going to run the ball, then just put in your emergency quarterback. I mean, Jesus, Hoodie. Like, what are you doing, man? And then the next one, woo! Got this one wrong. I got the over. But I picked Pittsburgh, so on that one. Pops took Minnesota and the under, so he got that part of that wrong. And
Yeah.
T took Minnesota, got that, and the under. So, yeah. All right, so we didn't do all that great. What we got next up here? All right, Pops, go ahead. Go for it.
I'm still working on F1. Let's see. We got the Saints squeaked by because they had to give up 5.5 points and only won by 21.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But in spite of one team scoring 30 points, the under
still got the under. Right?
Got through. So I'm not real sure.
Great job, Jets.
Of course,
yep.
Remember you got the New York Jets that have those fantastic games in between a whole bunch of shit. I mean, they have really bad games. This was one of those really bad games.
That's what I look for in fantasy. Every week I change the defense. Basically, I'm just looking for who's playing the Jets and who's playing Detroit. That's just who I pick.
Yeah.
Next one up. Ooh, interesting. So
this was an amazing. Wow.
It's amazing how bad the Panthers have been since they were like one of the last teams to be undefeated in the league. And then it's like, well, now we're not going to win any more games the rest of the season. So.
Right.
But they lost.
We fooled you.
That didn't help.
You thought we were good. We fucking got you.
Well, and that pretty much knocked them out of the fight for their division.
Yeah,
not division.
Yeah,
but
the NFC South is terrible this year.
Yeah, really.
I mean, Tampa Bay. I mean, the South and the North, it's like Tampa and Green Bay both are good teams playing in divisions with shitty teams.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian Benoit. This is 3 attempts, 2 completions. That's freaking epic in that New England game. That I've never seen that ever. Has anybody ever seen a game like that?
Yeah, that was
Never.
When's the last time there was a game like that? Probably like the 1960s.
No, they had.
That's like old school football.
No, they had one in the 90s. It was a win too, no less. But
I mean, even with Denver,
because I watched, they were talking about it during the game. It was bad, but
even Tebow with the Broncos had more than 3 passes. Jesus. All right, next game. All right, Pops, you're still working on F1?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'll take it over. No worries.
Right,
so the 5-8 Seattle Seahawks behind Russell Wilson. For some reason, Pops, you started him. I don't know what the hell you were thinking. But they were favored by 8.5, so they covered, and they covered the over. The Houston Texans. I'm sorry, John Fannin, who rode across the Atlantic. I love you, dude. You're my dude. I love you. If you don't if you need some moto, go to Instagram. And yeah, you can do Jocko Willenick. You can do all those people. Check out John Fannin. Dude's moto.
Christian Benoit's been our Facebook user.
Oh, okay. I wonder why it was just making him.
Because now he moved to YouTube, so we can actually see his name.
Oh, I got you. All right. So yeah, all right. I mean, Houston Texans. Jeez. I mean, you're the Detroit Lions of the AFC. Good job on that, by the way. Such a shitty franchise. Your coach literally had a stroke during a game. That's how good your franchise is. Sorry, but hey, think of it this way: it's the only way to go up. Somebody got an ESPN alert. 6-7 AFC. 6-7 Las Vegas Raiders. This is funny. So these idiots decide to huddle up and not quite take a literal shit on the KC emblem, but the disrespect was there. I would advise against this in the future because the score pretty much says what happens. When you give people ammunition to freaking beat your ass, they're going to use it. They're going to use it, and they're going to beat your ass. Just be honorable, be stand up, because look what happened to you fucking idiots. 48-9. KC covers the spread, covers the over. I mean, holy crap. What are you? I mean, I guess it's Raiders. I mean, you're a bunch of Whiskey Tango fans anyways, so.
Kansas City hit the over with just their score.
I mean, and you remember early in the season, everyone's like, Kansas City sucks. Patrick Mahomes is falling apart. The world is going to end. We're not going to make the playoffs. This is going to be horrible. Now we're 9-4.
He was going through quite a slump there for a while.
Yeah, but shit happens, you know? Like, you know, I mean, for whatever reason, things happen. But, you know, the good ones that gut it out, they keep putting in the work, and all of a sudden things turn around, you know? Next up. This was a great game. I actually watched most of this game. I took an hour out to play World of Tanks because I got some bad news about a friend of mine, and I needed to blow some shit up. Turned out actually to be worse because I actually had my worst day at World of Tanks in like 2 years. But anyways, Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson went out. What was it? The second quarter with the ankle injury.
I think somebody had in there earlier that it was in the first quarter that he went out. Like I said, he only had like 17 total yards because I had him in my other league.
Yeah.
I had him starting in my other league for fantasy.
Oh, that had to hurt. Yeah. It was a good game.
So unless my coworker Isaac loses his game, I might be knocked out of the playoffs because of that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. But Baker Mayfield with a torn labrum, and by the way, even though it's not his throwing shoulder, mine was on my throwing shoulder. It is not fun. It is painful no matter what. I cannot imagine taking a hit on that shoulder. I really can't. Like, I was at the gym shooting some videos for George, and I just couldn't stop myself, but start hitting some bags. And of course, I'm just using my left. I'm using my left, and I use my right, and I put everything into it. I swung my hips, I hit it. I'm like, oh, no, that was a bad idea. Oh, that hurts. So I can't imagine what it's like to take a hit from a 300-pound dude on that shoulder. I mean, it's got to be murderously painful. He's got a freaking deep bruise on his heel. He's something with his knee. Anybody questions this dude's toughness, just punch him in the face because dude's a gamer. He is. Is he going to pan out to be an elite guy like Aaron Rodgers or Brady? I don't know, but he's coming to work and he's putting in the work. And they were destroying. Cleveland was destroying Baltimore. Baltimore climbed back. So yeah, we'll see. Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Yeah,
well,
the footballs almost came back on them. They were getting killed.
They did.
They were getting killed earlier in the game. It was like 24-0.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. But they climbed their way back. I kind of like Washington's quarterback. What's his name? Heineke, I think.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke. I mean, this dude's kind of a Kurt Warner story, just out of just scrapping and fighting and trying to find a job and getting let go and hired and let go and hired and so I'm kind of on his side because who doesn't love the underdog, but the Dallas Cowboys.
1 point on the under in this game.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
you're like punching your TV at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be on
motherfucker.
It's going to be on SVP's Bad Beats tonight, for sure on SportsCenter, which I don't watch anymore because they it's ESPN and they're a bunch of woke fucks. But it was. Who can believe?
The only thing worth watching on ESPN is the UFC.
Well, if somebody,
I guess they do got NHL games too now, but even that I don't watch it.
If somebody took a baseball hat to Jameel Hill's head, I'd watch that. But she literally blamed the tornadoes and the deaths in Kentucky on Republicans and global warming. I'm like, fucking. Somebody needs to kick you in the box so hard those big bug eyes just pop the fuck out. Like, you bitch. Like, really? Hundreds of people are going to be, eventually when they get done with this, are dead, and you blame it on fucking a political party. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, moving on before I go off on another rant. Jacksonville. Oh, jeez. Do you think Trevor Lawrence should have pulled the Eli Manning and be like, no, I'm not going to play for these guys? Because this is brutal.
They were saying he should have done that if he was drafted by the Jets, but yeah.
Fuck shit. You're number one draft. You're gonna get drafted by somebody who sucks, right?
Yeah.
You're number one overall pick, but yeah, they did. I mean, Jesus, the Titans covered the spread, but they didn't cover the over under because Jacksonville doesn't know how to find the end zone. So yeah, there you go. That the Detroit Lions, after their first victory of the year, everybody thought they were gonna rebound.
Nice.
Nope.
No.
But
guess who
what? I found something totally ironic.
What?
All of their record is ones.
This is true. 1-11-1. Way to go.
One.
I don't know why that stuck
it's
out.
It's like a binary code or whatever.
Yeah, Fibonacci sequence or something like that. Yeah.
No, because one is on. And they definitely are not on.
No,
instantly anyway.
This is true. I mean, and look, what defense did I have this week? I had the Broncos. Why? Because they played Detroit. It's a safe bet. It's just a safe bet. And Pugel, I like the safe bet. So they covered the spread, and they covered the over. Good job, Detroit. The Chargers. This is scary because Eckler got hurt. I don't know what's going on because I need that dude. He did a decent enough job for me this week, but I'm concerned because I desperately need that dude through the playoffs. And because I'm already locked into the playoffs for our VRS fall brawl. But yeah, so they covered the over and they covered the spread. Good job, New York. And the Chargers. This was another good game too. 6-6 San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, if you will. If the Bengals won this game, they would have taken control of the AFC North. which is exactly why they lost, because that's what Cincinnati does. They're notorious for it. It's brutal. Did they? They just covered. They just covered the over. So San Francisco covered the spread and helped cover the over. I mean, barely. I mean, by half a point.
Half a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, holy shnikey. Oh, this was a great game. I think everybody knew it. I remember Lunchbox sent a message to the Sports Church chat that, my Bills are done. I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah, really.
Hold on a second. And they still got a chance. No, they have to win out. Unquestionably, they have to win out to make the playoffs. But look, let's be honest. It's Josh Allen. It's the Bills. I think they can do it. They've got to find a way to fix that run defense. Jesus Christ. I mean, holy shnikey. It's bad. I mean, when you get beat, I don't know how many plays the Patriots ran, but when you only run 3 passing plays and you get beat, that's embarrassing. You've got to fix that. Or fire somebody and bring somebody in to fix it. Like, Jesus Christ. They did cover the spread. They did cover the over. Good job. Antichrist. All right, so this game has started. Let me check and see if there's any score right now. Oh, shit. It's in a commercial.
The over-under, or the point spread moved down a little bit since earlier in the week.
Yeah.
It was at 13, I know, last time I had heard.
Oh, we're talking a half a point. Give me a break.
12.5.
That means a lot. Ask Pook. That means a lot.
Well, I mean, the last
time I heard $250 with Pook one time.
The last time I had heard was on Thursday, so
yeah.
I'm sure you got the right number up there. I'm just saying.
This was up to maybe a half hour ago.
Yeah.
That's how late I was working on this. Oh, wow.
All right. So go ahead. Let's just call it. Just screw it. The hell with it. Bears.
Oh,
Packers.
we don't have to worry about it. It's 0-0.
All right, cool. So the over/under is 43. I'm going to Pack,
wait
and I'm
a minute.
going under.
I thought that was what the Packers had to give up.
Look at where's our Bears fan? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's got his hoodie pulled over his face. What's going on, Poog? What's the matter, dude?
Hey, Poog, to be honest with you, you got this game is so truly between these two teams.
What's up, Eugene?
You got as good a chance as anybody to win this sucker.
All right, man. All right, so. I'm taking the Pack. I'm taking the under. Pook, who you taking, baby?
Give me the points.
You're gonna take the points. So you're gonna take.
But Pook, it's not the 43 now.
So you're taking the Pack and the under. All right, so Pook's taking the Pack and the under.
I can't resist. You're just,
I'm not.
Wait, taking the Bears and the
I'm not sore about it. I'm just resided to the fact that the Bears just have a lot of trouble beating Aaron Rodgers. They've done it maybe one time.
Especially in Lambeau Field. Jesus.
Well,
what you got?
Here's the thing you got to remember, man.
Go ahead, Poop.
When I grew up, it was the glory days of the Bears. It was the 85 Super Bowl Bears. It was Ditka. All right. So, if you historically look at it, they Green Bay's trounced us, but not from my time. When I was a little kid and I was a huge Bears fan, that's not how it was. Forrest Gregg was your coach. Forrest Gregg was your coach, and you guys sucked. And I know that's irrelevant now. I realize that, but I'm just saying. So when you come at me with this, historically shit, I remember you guys getting freaking killed by us.
Yeah, the 80s. I
remember Bart Tara. It wasn't all that pretty.
All right. So what you got, T?
Let's see here. 12.5 points is a lot in a divisional game. So I think the Packers win, but out of 12.5 is quite a bit of points to give up. So I'm going to take the Bears with the points. And give me the over.
Oh, look at him. All right, Pops.
Yeah. I think the defenses both are going to be sleeping.
And under.
All righty. What do we got? So Monday night. This is a big game for me and T because he's got Kyler Murray going. Rams versus the Cardinals. Rams 8-4 in the NFC West. Cardinals, a dominant 12-2 in the NFC East, even though nobody talks about them because it's in fucking Arizona.
NFC West.
NFC, yeah, it is the West.
It's listed wrong, but yeah,
it is
it's
listed
the
wrong.
West.
That's all right. No worries.
What?
The over-under.
Wait a minute. Wait. Stop everything. I just looked.
Yeah, you put it in
Fantasy
a row.
league.
What?
Go ahead with this. I was ready to start screaming.
Oh, I'm ready to start screaming. Are you kidding me? So over under is 51.5. The Cardinals are favored by 2.5. That seems. You know what? I'm going on a limb, man. I'm gonna go on a limb. Rams, Cardinals. I am gonna take. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. I'm going crazy.
You are.
And I'm taking the over because I do think it's going to be a high scoring game. Pook, who you got?
That's a tough call, man.
It is. That's why
Phoenix is at home, man. Phoenix is at home. Do I think they'll win by a field goal? Man, this could come down to an extra point.
Yeah.
This could come down to a 2-point conversion even.
Yeah.
2.5's a lot in this game. This is a setup to tease. This is a setup.
But they're
to
at
tease
Phoenix,
game.
and I think that gives them at least 4.
Man.
Anyway.
All right.
Man.
Pook.
Give me Phoenix.
All right.
And the over.
All right. Pops.
Same. Phoenix and over.
Arizona over. T.
Cards in the under.
Arizona and under. I'm the only one taking the Rams, huh? I'm going with you can't lose that many games in a row and not come out.
I like the Rams in this one too.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't like them money line and that 2.5. I don't like that spread.
So Thursday night we've got Kansas City, who is red hot.
This is going to be a good one.
With Chargers, who hopefully they didn't say that Aaron Eckler was out, which means I think he just was injured. He was hurt, not injured. You know what I mean? Like he can come back. So that has a big thing. You don't have any lines on it here, Pop. So I don't know what we can pick.
That's because hold on a second, see if they're still out here. This is the last one I was working on. No, I don't have them out there anymore. I apologize.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll just scrap it.
Quick, man, let me pull it up. I'll pull it up.
All right.
Pull it up. Talk about something else real quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna look it up too, but if you're on it, Pook. One thing, as long as we're on football, the big story we need to talk about is Demaryius Thomas being found dead at 33 years old.
Did they release what it was?
They still released it.
Yeah, I still haven't found a reason yet.
But he's at the hospital. He's at a hospital and rehab, isn't he? Or wasn't he? He wasn't in rehab or in the hospital.
So it's probably
all it said in the articles I've read is a medical issue, but that could be anything.
Well, I mean, he was really messed up in that accident, so.
No, apparently today in the Broncos-Lions game, and maybe because they're playing the Lions, they could afford to do this. The Broncos took a delay of game penalty to start the game, only sending 10 people out onto the field instead of 11. That's cool. So maybe if they're playing somebody good, they don't do that. I don't know. Maybe they do still, just because it is a cool little honor thing. But I mean, they were playing the Lions. They probably could have played the whole game with 10 players on the field and still beat them.
Oh.
Okay, I got it for you. It's -3, Kansas City, -3. And the over-under on that game is 50 points.
All right. So
that's Caesar Sportsbook.
Oh, wow. This is a bitch. Yeah, I'm going rogue, bro. I'm going rogue as fuck. I'm going Chargers and over. All right, Pook.
Give me the Chargers in the under.
Chargers in the under.
It's a divisional game,
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm changing my mind. Under. What a dick, right? Nah, thinking about it, like I don't know, man.
Your pick. It's your pick, and no matter what I say, it's your pick.
I know. Yeah. All right, T.
All right, so I was talking about the Demaryius Thomas stuff, so I didn't hear the points in the over/under. So
okay, so KC's favored by 3. Over/under is 50.
Let's see here. In the games in KC or in LA?
I believe it's
going to be in LA.
Yeah, it's in LA.
Give me the Chargers and the over.
Over. All right, Pops.
Chargers and under.
Chargers and under. Ooh, we're once again, T is the contrarian. All good. All right, so
see, just for the heck of it, Pook.
So wasn't home in the shower where he was found. The last person here from was 3 days prior, 2 to 3 days. Okay.
Bears up by 3.
What the fuck? What?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm worried about a field goal.
Fuck the Bears. Anyways,
it's 3-0. I'm not too worried.
You got any F1 stuff for us before we get to final thoughts?
There should be a F1 12-12 or 12-12 F1 or whatever.
Okay, hold on.
It's only got 3 slides, but
that's fine.
There's a lot to talk about.
I know we don't have any time, which sucks.
Holy cow! Well, then we'll go through it real quick then.
Hold on.
Basically, the last race of
it had to end this way, right? Didn't it? Like there's all kinds of bullshit and controversy, like because F1 can't do anything right.
However, they did it fast. Mercedes protest. Basically, it was a great race.
Yeah,
I mean a really exciting race. And with 12 laps to go, they had a safety car on the track, and at that point, Lewis Williams had a 11.8 seconds lead or whatever. And just because of the way things go, they didn't know if they would ever go back to green. And so Lewis doesn't go into the pit to take tires. However, Verstappen takes the opportunity to go get tires because he's behind. And so he comes out, and there are 6 or 7 cars between him and Lewis Hamilton. And so they're rushing like crazy to get the safety car off the track. And they announced that the cars behind the safety car cannot pass the safety car.
Right.
And then with 2 laps to go, they said, okay, you cars can pass the safety car. All the cars that are lapped down. Well, no, not all the cars. The 6 cars that are between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen can pass the safety car and unlap themselves. And we're going to go green for 1 lap. So here the scenario is that all of a sudden, instead of having to pass 6 or 7 cars to get to Lewis Hamilton to win the championship, he only has to pass Lewis Hamilton because everybody else is out of the way.
Right.
And so Lewis Hamilton held the lead for four corners. But anyway, it was a cakewalk for Verstappen, because when you're on super soft tires and Hamilton's on tires with 23 laps on him, he's got no chance, none whatsoever. And so they said it was all over with, and so Max got his first championship, and Lewis is still a 7-time champion.
But Mercedes did win the Constructors Championship, right?
Oh yeah,
that was 8th in a row or something like that. Yeah.
That was simple, but who gives a shit about the manufacturer championship? Except for
the rich guys paying for it.
Except for the money.
Yeah.
The money is a big deal.
I got a question, Pops.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fella that was in the lead,
yeah,
at the time of the caution, right?
Right.
He had tires that needed to be changed.
Yes.
Correct. And then the other fella that passed him after they sprung the, I kind of think it's a dirty trick anyway. 1 lap, let's go. Okay, you got 1 lap to do this.
Yeah.
All right. The other guy, right? The other guy had good tires, obviously, right?
Yeah, brand new tires.
Brand new tires. All right. Well, don't you think that the who's the fellow that was in first that got passed?
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton had the old tires.
We don't know what would have happened, right? We don't know what would have happened. But he would have had to take the pit stop.
If he comes in for tires, and Verstappen stays out, and it stays yellow till the end of the race, Verstappen wins.
Yeah.
Because Hamilton would
Okay,
come
but
out
I'm
with 5
saying,
cars
what
in
if there was no yellow flag at all?
Well, it's a whole yellow flag. The safety car is the results of the yellow flags. But see, the problem is when you go into the pit, it's going to cost you 20 some odd seconds.
What if it was green?
Hamilton
I'm saying,
what
if they didn't have the safety issue? What if it was green the whole way?
If it's green the whole way,
won?
Verstappen can't catch him because they're checking the time between, and he's like 12 seconds back, and they only got 5 laps to go when the accident happened.
Okay, that was my question because I'm thinking it's going to take time for him to take a pit stop anyway.
Yeah, but the problem is that they had a choice, 2 choices. One, let them race. All right, and that means everybody stays where they are. The safety car pulls off, and then Verstappen has to pass those 5 or 6 cars to get to Hamilton to try and win the race. He had the option to do that because the cars that are lapped have to get out of the way, but that takes time. So that would have made it a race. However, when they got the lap cars out of the way, it was a shoo-in that Verstappen had it.
I understand now. I get it now. I got the picture better now.
All right. It was ugly. Now, to be honest with you, at the start of the race, the weird part was that Verstappen was on the medium tires and Hamilton was on the hard tires. And Hamilton still beat him off the starting line. But when they got to the 4th turn, Verstappen made a dive bomb move to the inside, pushed Hamilton to the outside. So Hamilton goes off the track, but through their painted zones, doesn't crash him out. He just goes through the painted zones and picks up the lead again. But he slowed down to let Verstappen catch up to him just enough that the steward said, okay, no harm, no foul. So Lewis Hamilton takes the lead. And see, that's my whole problem with Formula One racing. In real racing, there's walls.
Yeah.
And if you make a bonsai move like that, the guy that you're making the bonsai move is going to crash you out. You learn that so you don't make those bonsai moves.
Right.
But no, F1, we can have all this runoff area so no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
So it's like in racing, if you don't have sheet time, you're too brave. Once you have the sheet time, you learn, oh, this is painful. And that's the difference between drivers that run in the United States and drivers that run in Europe.
Yep. I agree. Totally. What? I got a question. When did Pook have a fucking start doing music videos? Like, seriously.
Don't look like that, man. Not look like that, man.
Everybody else thinks you look like him. That's just saying, but
I don't look anything like that, man. I don't look nothing.
Are you sure?
Like positive. Put him up again. I don't look like that, dude.
You got a toupee. Come on, admit it.
Yeah. I remember when you had hair, bro. I remember when you had it. You had hair back in the day at one point. I just break.
Well, I'm pretty in the first place. That guy's ugly, bro. He's an ugly dude, man. I'm a handsome guy, bro.
Yeah, you are. You're a beautiful baby. That's for sure, man.
I can't believe you compare me to that freaking troll. Jesus.
I love you, man. All right, so final thoughts. Pook, you were first in, first out. What's going on, man? Final thoughts.
First in, first out. No messing about. I'm going to say what I always say
Bishop
about
Pook.
this time.
Excuse me, Bishop
The
Pook. I'm
Bishop
sorry.
Brother Poop Dog from the First Sports Church and nothing but the truth.
Oh
Yeah.
we gotta rerun that. We gotta rerun that show. That was a great show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say what I'll say about this time.
Yeah.
Good luck, everyone, and don't play with guns.
There you go. All right, T, what you got, baby?
Let's go, Brandon. Hey.
Oh, I was hoping you had the golf ball for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we forgot to cover that story. Titleist ban you from getting the word.
That's unreal.
Let's go,
Titleist
Brandon. On your golf balls.
Because
so I was saying
it's
in our
against company policies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not a golfer, but if I was to pick it up for whatever reason, I'm not buying Tyler's balls. So good job, idiots, because Republicans buy sneakers too. Michael Jordan.
I responded to the story in our chat. Like I was like, well, some entrepreneur is gonna just start a new company, Brandon's Balls.
That'd be great. I love it. Pops, what do you got? Final thoughts?
I'm wiped out. I finally got the F1 stuff done. We talked about it. We're out of here.
All right. My final thoughts. Remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There's plenty of resources out there. I know we suck at asking for help, myself included, but I've reached the point where I've had to ask for help, and Balance Stress was there when I needed them. It was amazing. I had about a 2.5-hour conversation with a veteran I never met before who took me and kept me from walking off the ledge, basically. So please, as crazy as things are getting, and they're probably going to get a little crazier, we need every veteran out there. We need every boot on the ground we can get, because things might just get that fucking crazy. Other than that, hey, if you didn't see the bar last night, please go to the Vet Radio Syndicate Facebook page and check it out. We had a great interview and a great time with
Douglas Bennett.
Douglas Bennett, the host of Sepper Sometimes, and he's just a classic East Coast dude, and you can find his podcast anywhere. And it was just a fun time. How fun? I don't remember the end of the show. That's how fun it was. So it was a great time, and hopefully we'll bring Benny back here soon. I can't really. I know this is sounding a little cryptic, but I have a near and dear friend that's in deep trouble medically right now. So please just send like my hippie wife says, love and light and prayers to him, because he's in the hurt locker right now, and I'm very concerned about that. I'm actually going to talk to his significant other here as soon as I get done with the show. So yeah, geez, remember that hey, life is fragile, time is temporary. We're all going to leave this earth eventually. So burn your name to the stars and carve your name so that nobody can ever erase it. All right, live a good life. Other than that, like one of my favorite comedians that my dad introduced me to said, have a good night and God bless.